Right, so time for the two big end of season matches then. Right, so let's check things through. Extra time and penalties.
And we are ready to go, just about. Millions of viewers from all around the world are tuning in for the Super...
Right. I think all of the awkward extras are sorted. So let's get into it then. Shakhtar Donetsk and AS Monaco as our first game. This will be for a place in the Premier League for the next season. They're both in contention, but only one can secure a place in that division. So we will now see. It won't be at the Donbass. It won't be at Carrow Road either. There we go, Wembley. Okay, and we should all be good, so Shakhtar Donetsk and Monaco it is. Time to find a winner. One of the main men in this match is going to be Ben Yedder. See what he can do. Okay. Playoff time. Doesn't make the game any less important. We are still at Wembley.
Well, here we are at Wembley the stadium, I'm sure very recognisable.
The Ukraine team and the French team.
Our football match today.
A sea of orange to your left. And all the Monaco fans on the other side of the stadium.
It's Shakhtar Donetsk against Monaco.
I think if we get a nice, sharp, quick tempo to begin with, we're in for a real
normally it's brothers in arms, but here it's brothers at war. There's Anthony Martial back in that Monaco kit. And he'll be hoping to fire his team into the big leagues. Here are Shakhtar Donetsk, Piatov in goal. Ismaili, Frendado, Meccano and Luna at the back. Baldano and Stepanenko holding. And then Tyson, Dalvez and Marlos with Ben Yedder at the top. Very direct, very tricky, very attacking. Monaco, on the other hand, will provide us with a little bit of everything in their lineup. Benjamin Lecomte in their net. Marcos Alonso, Daley Brint, Raul Albiol and Aguiar at the back. Followed by Golovin, Fred and Tiamui Bakayoko. And Martial, Marias and Balde in attack for them.
Thank you for attending Wembley Stadium. Enjoy the game.
Well, the word Wembley, of course, means so much around the football world, certainly in the United
Here we go
Kingdom,
then.
of course.
Shakhtar Donetsk have the kick-off. Will they able to kick through to victory?
Certainly is. I always get a bit of a queasy feeling in my stomach when I look at
Ben
it.
Yedder will roll us away.
Stupidly, but it's a huge bowl of a stadium, isn't it?
Dalvez. Stepanenko. Cliche to say, but always helps if you get a fast start in a big game like this. Shakhtar Donetsk clearly timid but controlled with this very early possession.
Couple of exceptional talents.
Here is Tyson.
Really
little back flick to Ismaili. Rampaging down the left and swings one in. And there's a header just over the bar. Ben Yedder threatening already. And Benjamin Lecomte was backpedaling and don't think he had the reach on that one. Really good early Shakhtar Donetsk effort. And Lecomte will now get a feel for the ball as Monaco have their first spell with the ball at their feet.
That's a combination of
Marias takes it down. Golovin feeds Fred, who looks to sweep it out to Balde. He's going to drive into the space that Ismaili's left. Whipped low ball. Meccano and Baldano juggling with it there. And then it gets all the way back to Piatov, the goalkeeper.
This is Ismaili.
So it's clear that Shakhtar Donetsk have had the big early chance here. But both teams have had direct attacks. Ismaili going for a long one to Dalvez. Baldano. Decent combination play there. Now can they work their way upfield again with Tyson. Dalvez coming through, Ismaili coming forward. Once again the left back. Bit of a heavy touch, has to go back and reset, but gets it back.
Yeah, he's got the ball back.
Swept to Stepanenko, back to Baldano. 1-2 again between the two of them. Tyson. Ismaili swings one. And flicked away really well there.
That will be a throw as the header goes
But
out.
Shakhtar Donetsk with the clear early pressure here. 20 minutes in. Stepanenko.
Looking for the cross.
Marlos flicks to Luna. Luna wondering what to do here. He drags out Marcos Alonso and Dalvez swings one in. Once again, Raul Albiol was back there to head away. But only in this case, heading behind. As we once again see Ben Yedder's flashed header that only just went over the crossbar. Now can they threaten Benjamin Lecomte's goal again? Marlos delivers, bit of a short one. It's going to fall here for Baldano. Marlos, it trickled through to, and he was offside. Clear it wasn't meant to get through to him. And it was a pretty tight one, even with him involved in the action. There was a defender there still hanging around the goal area. Dalvez. Ben Yedder. Support was coming, but he played the ball behind the support. Lecomte got it a bit stuck under his own foot there and ended up just clearing. Luna. The Ukrainians build again, and Ben Yedder here. Look to feed his teammate, gets it back, and a shot! And a really good save there by Lecomte. It was from range by Baldano, but that didn't stop it being a really good strike. Wasn't quite swinging enough towards the corner of the goal, but Lecomte had to stand firm and did. Tyson delivers.
Oh, what a touch by the
Again,
defender. He was so quick
defender
to get
sharp
into
there
position
on
to
Ben
get his body
Yedder.
in the way there.
Ended up working a goal kick for his side. Martial nods down to Golovin. Marcos Alonso. Can Monaco have their first real opportunity of the match here? Martial trying to keep it in and does so. Now can he deliver? He does! But really well swept away. Alert defending there from Ismaili again. Been a feature in this game going forward as Ismaili. But sharp there. Now Alonso is under pressure from Marlos. And then Lecomte goes long. Falls for Monaco though. Martial. Golovin. That's a clear combination they're trying to work on here. And Martial is onside and gets fed by Golovin. Now what can he work here? Step over. Tries to get the ball through and Fredondo had slipped. Monaco finally working their way upfield. Corner for them. Can Golovin deliver something here for the French team? It's a crowded penalty area and it's flicked through and blocked by Ismaili again. I'm not quite sure how it made its way through all of those bodies in the penalty area, but it did. And the, well-placed body of Ismaili was there. I'm not sure it was entirely deliberate. Tyson and Ben Yedder though for Shakhtar. Aguiar. Fred. A couple of good 1-2s going on here. And Balde has now streaked clear of Ismaili. Cuts back on himself and feeds Fred! And Monaco, who have been on the back foot for most of this first half, have taken the lead. Towards the end of this half, they've slowly worked some possession in offensive areas. That's their main real first chance of the game though. And boy did Fred take it well. Crisp, clean, clinical from the Brazilian. And Luke Wilson's team right on the 45-minute mark. Big goal.
Has opened the scoring 1-0 here.
Number 21, Fred.
And there is half-time. It really was the last involvement. Well, well, well. There is the man with the goal. There is the man with the only Monaco shot.
What a good time to
They did slowly work their way into things, didn't they? And Fred was a really good finish. It's a close one though. You can tell these are two teams really competing for that last place. Shakhtar with the clear territorial dominance of the ball. And they have had more shots, but Monaco with the ones on target and the one into the back of the net.
And here we go, the referee's blown his whistle.
Second half then.
Second half.
What will change? Will things change? We'll have to, if Shakhtar want to get something for this. Ben Yedder, Dalvez, combination between the two. Ben Yedder with a little bit of space here.
Tyson.
Footwork to Tyson, back to
It's a
Ben
real
Yedder.
opportunity.
And another one of those
Might be a key
flash
moment in there
shots.
From a defensive point of view.
Yeah, well, they really did converge on
Not
him
clean,
quickly. He didn't
not
miss by
clear.
much, but he's missed
And
it.
Lecomte waves it over. And again, intent there from Shakhtar, though that's a bit of a worrying development.
Bakayoko.
Monaco ended up going backwards there, had to keep control of the ball. Martial, who's been a player who's kept possession well in the attacking thirds for Monaco. Marcus Alonso turns, shielding the ball well and turning again well and swings one in. Nodded away, and now Shakhtar can break, and they've got a free-man on the right if it opens up. He remains on the left though. I think that's, yeah, it's come back off Ismaili there as he tried to build something down this left side. Half hour to play. That was not exactly what Monaco were looking for there. And we have a substitution. Marias is off for Stevan Jovetic. A man with history in ML. Certainly not in recent seasons. Season 41 it is now. More of a figure back in the early 20s, pre-20s era.
An hour of very good football here. We've still got
But
30
could
more minutes
this
to go,
be his
and we're
moment?
going to enjoy that as well.
Shakhtar again with the clear dominance in possession. Stepanenko to Marlos. To Dalvez. Lets it run. Tyson. They've plenty forward here. Can Tyson work something? It's going to go out of play. But it is time for another change. Corner. Nem on for Dalvez. Corner swung in. It's going to fall here for the substitute Nem. And Marcano and Ben Yedder! Finally, he scores. He's been threatening throughout. And he scored the equaliser now.
Yeah, those first-time finishes are always the
Monaco
best
had been holding
ones.
firm,
Don't give the keeper a chance to
but with
really
so
sort out
much
his angle.
possession,
Another angle on it
Shakhtar
here.
were always threatening. It's another really crisp finish. Slammed past Lecomte. There are the group celebrations from the Ukrainian side. And Wissam Ben Yedder brings things all square.
It is
25 to play in normal time. What next? Martial. Alonso. Blin sweeps one to Fred. As Monaco look to have some possession of their own here. Balde, who's been in and out of this game, he's certainly into it now and into the final third here and goes for the goal. It's a rather rash one, but can't blame him. He had a little bit of space working open there, but flashed wide of the goal. We're going to see late drama here. ML is never shy of it. Can it deliver it here? Baldano, who's been a good key figure, sturdy and reliable throughout. Nem, an ML experienced warhead in there. One of the attacking players drifted offside there. As Golovin goes off for Fabregas. Certainly a player on paper who can help in terms of possession. Martial looking to get onto the end of his own flick there. Unable to do so. Piatov. 10 to play. 1-1 here.
Stepanenko.
Shakhtar have had most of the control, but it's hardly been pure domination on Benjamin Lecomte's goal. He still hasn't been worked all too much. Monaco are still in this game. Can they build an attack of their own here? They had the last chance on goal with Balde's flash shot, and here goes Martial to swing one maybe. Jovetic is at the back post. That was really well covered there. Another substitution. Tete is coming on for, I think that was Marlos. It is, and he's on the corner to defend. Headed out, but it's another one. So everybody can keep their positions here. Will there be an attacking, goal-scoring position in there from any of those Monaco shirts? Martial to take the corner. Doesn't beat the near post. Aguiar flicks to Fred. Will he have a go from range here? Working his way into the area. Aguiar delivers. Marcus Alonso! Once again, the defender at the back post was there to get enough on it. And in to 3 added minutes we go. It's Monaco with the late pressure here. Will it be penetrative pressure? Balde to take the corner. In it comes. Still in there. Oh, Alonso couldn't quite adjust. And now there might be a break on here for Ben Yedder. And he has got the other side of Blind, has he? Pace-wise, yes, but Blind held firm. And it looks like we might be going to extra time. Or are we? Fabregas. Yes, we are. Well, it's been a competitive one. And close enough for us to have to go for 30 more minutes. So we switch ends again, and eventually we will have to find an end to this game.
They've got extra time now in front of them.
30 minutes to find out who will be Premier League and who will be Championship in next season's leagues. Substitutions have been made aplenty already. Here is one of them, Tete. Fakes himself. Goes to Stepanenko. Back to Tete. Luna. Corner.
And the referee spotted that deflection. He's pointed for the corner.
Seen plenty of corners as this game's gone on. Shakhtar Donetsk, who pulled themselves level through Ben Yedder after Fred's goal on the 45-minute mark. Another corner swung in. Nearly beat the man in that. Tete rampaging forward again. Alonso trying to stick tight, but it's going to come through to Stepanenko here. Tried to feed me on rushing player. Somebody slips. Nem!
Great goalkeeper, great save.
Another brilliant save. This time from Lecomte. Really good save, that one. Made one earlier in the game. That was a good save. This one, vital. Another corner. Tyson delivers. Lecomte comes and punches. Baldano. Frendado. Ismaili. And Stepanenko has drifted offside. Feels like it's going to be Shakhtar if anybody. But then Monaco scored when Shakhtar were in their most dominant phase of the match. So who knows? Lecomte swings one. But it's back in Shakhtar possession again. Tyson now. Getting up ahead of steam here. Aguiar in his face. Ben Yedder. Tantalising. Tyson delaying. And giving away a free kick there. into the 2 added minutes, and this will be the last action of the first half of extra time as Tyson departs. I think that's Konoplyanka onto the pitch.
Put a bit of whip on these free kicks.
Ben Yedder, it's a deep one. Oh, it's way too deep. Marcano couldn't quite judge the flight of the ball.
Well, there's another 15 minutes to come, the second half
And
of extra time.
into the second half of extra time we go, with the ties still deadlocked. Now we see it again, Shakhtar with 60% of the ball, with double the amount of shots, but although Lecomte has made 2 very good saves, he still hasn't been forced into play as much as they would have wanted for the amount of play they've had. 15 to go. Monaco kick us off this half. The last half we will get. It's either a goal or penalties. Martial, who has been a consistent figure throughout here for Monaco.
It'll be a throw now.
Fabregas. Martial. Flick to Fabregas and Jovetic and Martial once more. Can he deliver? He can. Oh, there was a player coming in on the back there. It was always a bit of a searching cross. Ben Yedder. Konoplyanka goes back to him. And now Ben Yedder can race in behind Aguiar here maybe. Had to take time to gather control of the ball. Nem. Wellington Nem, the ML legend, looking to be a legend in the moment, this current moment, and he has fed a teammate there. Shakhtar Donetsk take the lead, and it all came through an initially delayed attack through Ben Yedder, but then Nem, an old ML name, providing Stepanenko. Could that be the goal that seals the win for Shakhtar? Benjamin Lecomte is finally beaten again. And it was well knitted together. Stepanenko with the goal. Not long to reply now.
2-1.
All of 5 minutes.
Counting down to 5 minutes to go in this extra time second period.
Desperate hoof forward there from Monaco. Luna takes control and goes back to his goalkeeper. It's in Shakhtar's possession. The game is in Shakhtar's control, scoreline wise, and they might even get a third here to really seal the deal. Tete, who's been a live wire since coming on, 2 added minutes. Here is the match winner as things stand. Back to Ben Yedder, who's drifted. Well, there's 1 minute to play here, and Monaco are going to have to hope whatever they put forward here sticks. Splind with the ball. Oh, it wasn't a good one. And that's it. Shakhtar Donetsk are the winners of the playoff.
I think for the 2 sets of players, this has been a good exercise.
Luke Wilson's team unable to do enough. And on the whole, it was the fair result. There is the deflated Balde. But the Ukrainian side take their place in next season's Premier League. Still commendable for Monaco to get to this stage, but championship football it is for them. Here are the highlights. Some of the highlights, we should say. Ben Yedder did have an early header that flashed over, but here's the first save of note from Lecomte. Valdano long-range strike, he had to bat aside. And here was the first goal of the match. Great delay play from Martial, and Fred swung it back across goal with his left foot. He was starting outside of that near post with his strike, but it cut back in, and the Brazilian gave them the lead. Shakhtar kept on though. Ben Yedder had another hopeful shot that flashed over. But their pressure did eventually tell. And with 25 minutes to play, They worked a lovely little triangle move, recycled the ball back to Ben Yedder, and he flashed one past Lecomte for the equaliser.
Still on the lookout for that chance.
Balde tried to give Monaco the lead again a few moments later with a hopeful shot. Always flashing, but wasn't too far away.
Choose the wrong option. Should have tried to get some power behind that shot.
Now here's a chance for
Into
winning the
extra
ball.
time we
It's a
went.
good hit.
Nem,
Great goalkeeper.
an old
Great
ML
save.
legend, forcing a really smart stop from Lecomte, denying the Brazilian. But then Nem again in an attacking area. A low fizzed ball to Stepanenko, who gleefully tapped home.
Goal.
And that
Goalkeeper did it.
was the winner.
Very big welcome to you all too.
Go on, let's make it a bit dramatic. Let's give us a bit of nighttime snow. Okay, so it's time for the big one then. Norwich City and Rangers. Reece Ferguson and Chris Parker to decide the overall champion between the two leagues that have been hosted this season. Two more teams arrive at Wembley. A snowy Wembley it is. Norwich City and Rangers, England v Scotland. Yellow v blue. On the Norwich City side, Plenty and Managerial like legend. Rangers with a solid side of their own too. Rebic and Sissoko there, two of their recruits.
Number 8, Iniesta. And number 32.
There's one of the old ML warhorses, Andres Iniesta. He's been there since the early beginnings of the game, and he's back towards the top again, the grand final of season 41. Joan Luigi Buffon's one of those legends. Aarons, Koscielny, Klose and Kolarov make up the back four, with Iniesta and Milner in deep midfield, and it's Rooney, Duda and Buendia, with Timu Pukki up front. And there are their opposition for the game. Getting into position after the handshakes, and here's how they line up. McGregor in goal.
You've played in that position, Lee.
Barisic, Mukiele, Goldson, Apara and Tavernier at the back. Sissoko, Jack and Barrios in midfield. And up front, it's Osimhen and Rebic.
Narrow midfield players supply the support for the two forwards up front.
So here we go then. The big one to close out the season. Which way will it go? Norwich will go from left to right in the first half, Rangers the opposite way, and Pukki will get us underway.
Rooney.
Big one. Norwich have been here before with their manager in the past.
Iniesta.
He's won the ML Cup, he's won the Champions Cup.
Really good reading
There's
of
Chris
the game
Parker.
to win possession back.
And it might be a new era, but some of the old heads have helped them out to get here.
Space
Tavernier
on the
though for Rangers.
options in the centre.
Clever play. Swings one in. Rebic was
Flattered away.
threatening Tim closer there.
The ball with Iniesta. Koscielny now.
And Norwich looking to build their first attack of the match.
Duda.
Milner. Aaron sweeps it back into Milner. Sorry, Duda.
Iniesta.
It was there. Milner was in support.
Excellent use of the
Iniesta
ball
certainly
as they make
supporting
their way
this
forward.
attack. It's going to fall to Rooney.
The ball with
Iniesta.
Iniesta. Milner.
Milner again. Pukki ahead of him. Iniesta to the side of him. Pukki ahead of him.
And here's Wayne
Rooney turns.
moving forward effectively.
Norwich still in possession here. Kolarov now looking to swing one in from wide. Goes
Rooney.
into Rooney.
Moving the ball
And then
effectively.
all got a bit caught up.
Victor Osimhen. Osimhen.
Seaman goes long to Rebic, but it's far too long. Buffon will gladly take it. It's certainly a much more open, loose start to the match
with
than
Duda.
our other one, which had a
Milner.
clear
Here's Duda.
Shakhtar Donetsk dominance in possession
Here's
from
Milner.
the very first minutes. This one
Buendia.
seeing both sides
Aarons.
loose in
Emiliano
possession and
Buendia.
controlled too.
Milner. The ball with Iniesta.
Iniesta though, looking to find
Iniesta.
some space ahead of him. And he
Intercepted to give
does!
them the lead,
That's a
maybe.
really good save from
Just trying to
McGregor.
keep himself
But
onside.
Pukki did time his run just a little bit too late in the end. Yeah, quite clearly too late. But Iniesta working those attacking areas again. McGregor goes direct to Rebic, who does flick, but only thing he'll flick to
That's an
is towards
important
Buffon's
intervention.
goal, with nobody else in support. Rangers had the first attack of the match, but Norwich the last 5 or 10
Ryan
minutes
Jack.
have seemed to take
Wilmar
more
Barrios.
control. Here's Jack though, Rebic, back
Jack.
to Jack, and
Osimhen.
Osimhen nearly got back through to
Well, it's very
Rebic,
smart
but
defending, and
well
now they have the
defended.
ball again. Koscielny.
Still no clear
It is
sight
to
of
be
goal, and we
throw-in.
won't see a clear sight of goal with a pass like that. Pukki obviously had the chance just a few minutes back, but he was offside anyway.
Sissoko. Barisic.
But at the moment, Buffon and
Lacking
McGregor
guile and accuracy.
untroubled in play that actually affects the match.
Pukki.
It's a very, very cagey one.
Here's
Duda.
They're certainly allowing
Back
their
to him
opponents
from
to come onto
Iniesta.
them. Here's
James
Milner.
Milner now to get forward. Can't get it through though. Osimhen. Osimhen and Rebic have looked to combine
Sissoko.
virtually as quickly as possible in every attack. And here's Tavernier, and it's come through to Barrios. Oh!
Suffice it to say, his edge is
Coming
blunt.
across.
Poor effort.
Well, he
To
got
try
a
and
lot
wrap his
there,
right
but
foot
he got
around it.
one
He couldn't
thing wrong,
quite
and that
make
was the
clean
finish.
contact. That was a big chance,
Well, we
but
can see the stats. They
oh,
don't
it
lie.
wasn't the
They haven't
easiest
created
either. It was
enough
one of those
chances
where it
today,
looks
but the quality
easy,
in the end should
but
pull
it's
them
so
through in
easy
this
to
game.
just not
Bit
make the right
frustrating for
contact
the
on as you
fans,
come across a diagonal angle.
Continues to make hay.
Buffon gratefully didn't make the right contact. Pukki at the other end.
And And after the
Can't
cross,
cut it
a
back. He was
tremendous block.
swarmed and didn't really have much support, to be fair.
Now Sissoko.
Vernier cleverly working his way out of danger there. Sissoko turns and feeds him back.
Breaking in pace.
Up the line. The game suddenly opened up here the last 5 minutes. And Rebic is onside and with plenty in support. And it's Osimhen!
And a goal it is, the opener.
The squared pass.
Keep it tight, that's what both
And
managers were
Osimhen
saying. But now the
slams
opening
past
goal's gone in.
Buffon. Norwich just
Tactical change.
completely caught short here.
Well, what a time for
A quick
sport.
counter. It was clever from Tavernier and Sissoko on that right-hand side. Rebic was played through. He squared it to Osimhen. And it was a clear chance for him. And a chance he took.
Well, the manager's showing signs of frustration. They need to improve if they're going to get something out of this game, Derek.
And we have another first goal of the match. Right on the 45-minute mark. It's exactly the same time. And yes, the exact same last action of the half as we saw in our playoff game where Fred gave Monaco the lead. Here, Osimhen has given Rangers the lead.
Well, he'll get an extra sugar in his tea from the coach at
And
half-time
again,
after that
we
great
are set
first
up for an
half
interesting
performance.
second
Still
half.
touch and go in the second half with only a 1 goal.
And the match begins.
Norwich yet to have a registered shot on goal. They've looked dangerous here and there, but as you can see through the possession, they've been in control more than not. But Rangers have had the 2 shots and they have had the 1 goal.
As anticipated, plenty
Second
of
half
talking
then.
points so far.
Reece
And now
Ferguson's
the
side
second half
have the
is
current
underway.
lead. Will Chris Parker's old
James
ML
Tavernier.
experience come back to help him here?
Barrios.
Or will it be
And it's
Scottish triumph?
Tavernier. It's with Goldson.
Pardon me.
Sissoko. And Rebic has it.
Here's Rebic who set up his strike partner, and here is his strike
Osimhen.
partner for that first goal.
Duda.
Here's Buendia, who's been very quiet,
Here's Duda.
trying to do something here with Duda.
Iniesta.
Iniesta still the main creative spark in this team. Although he's designated in defensive midfield,
Moving the ball nicely.
certainly does work his way up the pitch.
And here's
Him and
Wayne
Rooney combine. Duda flicks. Pookie! What a big save by McGregor. Oh, it was a really good Norwich move.
Use of the ball to keep possession.
But Alan McGregor with a strong hand to deny Timu Pukki.
And Rebic has it.
And now at the other end, Rebic will feed the goal scorer Osimhen. The game
It's Tavernier.
in the first half ended openly.
Good tackle.
And it seems to be an open start to the second half. What a big save by McGregor though.
To go to the bench.
Subs from either side. The goal scorer Osimhen off for, I believe that's Jermaine Defoe. And Rupp is on for Duda. Jack.
And Rebic has it.
Sissoko. Jack again. Barrios. Good Rangers move here. Rebic comes out the other side of Kolarov's challenge. And Buffon saves well at his near post. Chances at either end. Norwich's was the more clear one for sure. Half hour to go. Barisic on the corner. Bit of a shallow one. Barrios.
Connor Goldson. Options
Back
in the
to
centre.
him.
Wilmar Barrios.
Trying to work something with Tavernier here on the right. It's a scuffed low ball in. But Iniesta still decides that safety was the best bet there and hacks it out for a throw. Tavernier swings one, really good one. Buffon punch as well. Foe was threatening in behind him there. Norwich suddenly the last 5 minutes or so have really lost their way. in keeping possession. Sissoko. Defoe! Brilliant save by Buffon. Rangers still in an attacking position here. It's going to fall for Jack this time.
Just wanted to get it out of there.
And this time Norwich can get clear as Pukki is pushed to the floor.
Illegal play and hence a free kick.
Finally, Norwich as a unit here can position themselves higher up the pitch. Big chances so far for them have been through Teemu Pukki. One was offside, the other was just a brilliant save from McGregor at the start of the second half. Since then they haven't been much of a threat, but they're in possession here with Pukki. Buendia flicks, can't find Rooney, falls to Rooney! Oh! Just didn't quite fall for him.
They're sucking their opponents
Barisic.
and with the pace they've got in midfield and up front, they're really causing problems.
Goes to Sissoko.
He continues his run.
Inside to Jack. Back through to Sissoko. Swung to the back post. Rebic is in there. Buffon's hand is there too. 10 to play. Rupp.
It's with Kolarov.
Kolarov.
Lucas Rupp.
Chris Parker's team have been one for the late dramatic ML goal in the past. Can they find the spirit from those pasts to help them in the present? Iniesta. Buendia. Buendia tinkering around the edge of the box, and McGregor just tips it around his near post. It was a flash shot from Buendia, came from nowhere and it was creeping in. That's a really big save from McGregor. Dermich is on for Pukki. Milner delivers. It's Lauren Koscielny. Back heels, and is the offside there? No, it's a corner again. Well, we'll see the amount of added time in a second, but the time is the present for Milner to deliver a good ball in. It is a good one. Buendia. It's going to fall. Kolarov. Iniesta. Buendia once more. Dermich, of all people. Oh, he went down. Was it a penalty? It's Rooney. And is that it? I think it might be. But let's have a look. If Dermich was fouled here for a late penalty shout, maybe. It's never not dramatic. Let's have a look. This might be the difference in the game. Came through. Goldson did nick the ball. And is that deemed clean enough? Did certainly clip Dermich. Got the ball as well. And the referee deemed it to be fair.
Milner.
And that is it.
And now it is truly final. The match
Rangers, the victors. A happy day for the team in blue. Chris Parker's old experienced ML heads couldn't do the job this time around, but it was a good match and they certainly had their chances too. But in the end, it's Rangers who are our overall champions of the season.
And the match begins. Intelligent threaded pass here. Must score. And a goal it is, the opener in this game.
Well, keep it tight, that's what both managers would have been saying.
Wilmar Barrios.
Here are the highlights from the action.
You won't see many better saves than that. Gigi Buffon towards goal. Absolutely magnificent goalkeeping.
Oh, he's almost turning away. He thinks he scored. The goalkeeper doesn't.
In the end, it was Rangers with the win in 90 minutes. Osimhen with the goal. It was Iniesta with man of the match. And that 45th minute strike was the difference. Congratulations to Reece. And he is the champion of the season. Not that it affects Norwich too much. They're still in the league they want to be. But it's always good to have that trophy. So guys, thank you for tuning into this stream. The main work this season has been done by Matthew and Luke though, so all credit goes to them for hosting the return of this game. It's been fun to do it today. They'll certainly enjoy the fun that happens next season, and hopefully you guys will too. Until then, take care and enjoy your rewards or whatever comes from this.